It's time for Overrated and Underrated here on a Wednesday for Canucks Central. We've got producer Josh Elliott Wolf behind the glass.
Hello.
We've got Ben back there. And we have Joseph as well. Got a cast of thousands to put this show on the air today.
So many questions, and we need a lot of producers to vet them.
100%.
Yeah, and we will start with one from Josh, not me. The level of concern.
Glad you clarified.
Yeah, well, just so you know. The level of concern with Elias Pettersson's injury, overrated or underrated?
Concern.
I would say overrated. He still played very well. As a National Hockey League player, you have to fight through things, play through things. I think Pettersson's gotten better at playing through things as his career's gone on. He's clearly not 100%, but still playing pretty well, even though, we all have the caveat of speaking with Pettersson of we know there's still another level he can hit.
Listen, he was the point leader in the NHL not too
Yeah.
long ago. Now he's 2 points behind Quinn Hughes. He's clearly slipping.
Yes.
So there's a lot of problems. I wouldn't say it's overrated because he's clearly not playing as well, and his production is not significantly lagging behind, but it's lagging behind a little bit all of a sudden. I'd say it's rated.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's rated.
It's perfectly rated.
It's rated.
Leading off with a rated. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's because with Pettersson, the one thing that's bothered me about his game recently, well, I wouldn't say bothered, but the one thing I've noticed is some of the defensive decisions he's making aren't as crisp as we're used to seeing from him.
Yeah.
And some of that, a lot of the times, some of that defense leads to offense for him with rush chances and things of that nature. And I think that's whether there's a wrist injury or whatever it might be, that's something I think can be rectified even if he's not at 100%.
Next one comes from Chef Swagger. Carson Souser and
Souser, wow.
Carson
he
Soucy.
sounds like that politician. Remember where he said Sammy Souser and Mark McGuire?
Yeah, that's me.
Sammy Souser.
I don't remember that politician, but yes.
Yeah, I gotta show you guys.
Sammy Souser.
I'm just pulling out these really dated references today.
Yes.
Greg Ostertag, John Stockton, Karl Malone, Sammy Souser.
Satch is finding ways to tell everybody he's older than
I
us.
know. No, I'm finally becoming the old guy.
Chef Swagger, I'll start over. The injured guys, Carson Soucy and Pius Suter, overrated or underrated?
Okay. They are simultaneously overrated and underrated. Because I think their impact on the roster had been underrated, but after the Canucks lost 2 games, everybody was pointing and being like, Carson Soucy and Pius Suter, that's why they lost. It's like, I don't know if that's also this is not the case when 2 things can be true at the same time. I think they just the Canucks are a better team with those 2 in the lineup. There is no doubt about that, but you have to be able to overcome injuries to guys that play, 4th or 5th type minutes on your defense pair and play 3rd line center. You just have to.
Well, hey, the Canucks started off fairly well this season without Carson Soucy Carson Soucy was injured to start the season, and also Teddy Bluger.
Yeah.
Now Pius Suter, I think it's overrated, but I do think Pius Suter's presence, especially having chemistry on that 3rd line. Yeah. And we finally saw Bluger against the Sharks kind of come free or come loose and show what he can do. But I do think his presence has been underrated. He's been really good.
I think what's more sort of underrated in how the Canucks haven't had as much success lately is how teams are playing them differently. How teams are scouting them more intensely ahead of every game. And when you're one of the best teams in the National Hockey League, you've got the 3 best scorers in the National Hockey League. Coaches are going to look at that and use it as an opportunity to rile up their team. We're seeing some of that. The Canucks have become more of a team that's getting their opposition's best punch on a lot of nights. And that's part and parcel with the evolution the Canucks have had.
This one from Basketball Phil. The Kraken and Golden Knights Winter Classic jerseys, overrated or underrated?
both hideous. They are both overrated.
Both hideous.
Yeah, don't like either of them. Even the Seattle one. I don't know what the hype is around this Seattle jersey.
I like the Seattle one. What's wrong with the Seattle one? I
The
mean,
Seattle one is good.
it's
I
nice.
like
You know what? It's very
There's like
Mariner.
way too many.
But that's very Mariner, man.
colors.
It's very Mariner.
It's
Like it is.
three colors.
It's very Mariner. Like you look at like.
There's white. There's blue.
Have you not seen boats?
There's red.
Like, all these boats are different colors, man. It's like again, it's very Mariner.
I've seen
Not
boats.
seen-
Maybe I just prefer the white boats. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's what it looks like.
It's very Mariner,
Yeah,
so it's very Kraken-y.
yeah, Seattle-y. It's very Seattle.
I still don't like it. It's fine.
The Vegas
I
one's
like me
bad.
an original potato chip, and I like me some plain colored jerseys. The Vegas one, I like the Vegas one more than the Seattle one, but
Well, the Vegas one, I was like, is that Vancouver? I was wondering for a second. Wait,
Yeah.
are they showing Seattle, Vancouver? Like, old. That one didn't. I mean, what's the legacy in? Shouldn't it just be like a sand dune? If you're
Yeah.
doing like legacy in Vegas.
it's kind of hard to
You know-
make a vintage jersey for a team that didn't exist until 3 years ago
Yeah.
or 5 years ago, whatever it is. I do like Vegas is better than Seattle's personally, but I also just prefer their regular jersey than whatever they put together for the Winter Classic.
Yeah, they should do a silhouette of Bugsy Siegel for Vegas. Another dated reference for you guys.
Yes.
I'm just
No
pulling
idea
them
what
off.
you're talking about.
Like I'm just gonna nod my head and pretend I knew what that reference was.
I was gonna do this all day now.
Just gonna do this all day.
You can make stuff up, and I'd be like, oh.
No, you can look. You know Bugsy Siegel, no?
No.
Oh my God! All right.